You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Bears fans, now this is a move that I can get behind. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Bears fans, over the last couple of weeks, the Chicago Bears have been interviewing multiple OC candidates to replace Luke Getsy, but a lot of Bears fans, including myself, were wondering who was going to actually be the defensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears. We all know that Matt Eberflus will continue to call the plays for the Chicago Bears defense, but they are still looking to fill the void of the actual defensive coordinator job for the Chicago Bears. But as of today, Bears fans, the report has finally came out that the Bears have their first known candidate for their defensive coordinator position for the Chicago Bears. According to Tom Pelissero, Titans defensive pass game coordinator, cornerbacks coach Chris Harris will interview for the Bears defensive coordinator job per source, a one-time Bears draft pick who became a highly respected player in Chicago. Harris also interviewed for the Jaguars DC job this past week. Bears fans, I would absolutely love this hire for the Chicago Bears, especially on the defense side of the football. As you guys all know, Chris Harris was drafted in the 6th round by the Bears in 2005. He became a starting safety right away, helping the team reach the Super Bowl a year later. After a stint in Carolina for a few years, he returned in 2010 and collected 5 interceptions, earning second-team All-Pro honors. After his playing days ended, he returned to Chicago in 2013 as a defensive quality control coach. From there, he steadily ascended the ranks until he became the Washington Commanders defensive backs coach in 2020. They ended up with a top 5 pass defense in 2 of his 3 seasons there. The Chicago Bears' interest in Chris Harris for their defensive coordinator position is so obvious. He grew up in the Tampa 2 system under Lovie Smith. He also has major experience coaching it under Ron Rivera as well during his time in Washington. So his familiarity with the Tampa 2 defense and the responsibilities that each player on defense has in this scheme makes him a no-brainer choice for Matt Eberflus and the Chicago Bears defense. So there is no question that if Matt Eberflus and the Chicago Bears do hand Chris Harris the duties of the defensive coordinator role for the Chicago Bears, he'd be able to hit the ground running and he would be a major asset. And I mean a major asset to the Chicago Bears coaching staff right away. And once again, even though he will not be calling plays, we all understand that Matt Eberflus will be calling the plays for the Chicago Bears defense. He would still be a major upgrade over Alan Williams. And when you look at a guy like Chris Harris, he's also a really good teacher. He's a really good coach. Players respect him. He's a really good teacher. It would be a major boost to this young Chicago Bears secondary. And you'd also have to imagine that this would be a dream job for Chris Harris to be able to come home to the team that actually drafted him and be the defensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears would definitely be a huge thing for his resume. It would be the perfect fit between Chris Harris and the Chicago Bears. You'd have to think that the Chicago Bears will do their due diligence in interviewing multiple DC candidates for the Chicago Bears job, but I could definitely see Chris Harris being the early front runner for the defense coordinator job for the Chicago Bears, and I definitely hope he gets the job. So overall, Bears fans, I definitely think Chris Harris will be the front runner for the DC job for the Chicago Bears. But let me know what you think about Chris Harris possibly being the new defensive coordinator of the Chicago Bears. Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to Keek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.